A lawyer for Carlee Russell, the Alabama woman who lied about being kidnapped on the side of the road after seeing a wandering toddler, now saying he expects the 25-year-old to be criminally charged. Russell's attorney, Emory Anthony, spoke to our Birmingham affiliate earlier today after meeting with the police chief for less than 20 minutes, but he sure did sound upbeat.
It's a great meeting, a short meeting, just to try to identify some things about where we go from here, responsibilities that we need to take care of. But it was a great meeting, and I want to commend the Hoover Police Department and the Chief of Police for their action and how they have handled everything. So hopefully we can get to the end game, as they say, of this particular thing.
That attorney was the one who released a statement from Carlee Russell yesterday, where she admits to making up the whole elaborate story, just as we sort of suspected since last Monday. The Hoover, Alabama police chief read the statement during a press conference yesterday afternoon.
There was no kidnapping on Thursday, July 13th, 2023. My client did not see a baby on the side of the road. My client did not leave the Hoover area when she was identified as a missing person. My client did not have any help in this incident, but this was a single act done by herself.
You know, it's unclear what charges she would actually face. Police are already working with the DA's office, and it certainly could be connected to her 911 call to police.
911, where's your emergency?
Hi, I am on Interstate 459, and there is a kid just walking by themselves.
Oh, hold on. Where on 459 are you?
I'm right next to the exit 10 by the Hoover Met, like to get off by the Hoover Met.
It's likely Carlee Russell will also be on the hook to have to repay the city and other agencies for that 2-day search. I don't know how she'll be able to pay that, but Carlee Russell's now ex-boyfriend, who defended her repeatedly on social media, now saying he's disgusted with her actions. Carlee's actions created hurt, confusion, and dishonesty. I strongly feel exactly like you all blindsided with Carlee's actions. And her parents, who were on television daily during the search, now dodging questions. The New York Times reporting that they tried calling her mother yesterday after Carlee Russell admitted the fake kidnapping, but her mom saying only now is not a good time. So what charges could she realistically be facing? Joining us again, Eric Guster, an attorney based in Alabama, where Carlee Russell went missing. He's been following the story closely. All right, Eric, thanks for joining us again. Appreciate it. What charges do you think she could realistically face?
First of all, there's a theft charge from her employer, who stated that she took toilet paper, bathrobe, and there's a suspicion that she may have taken money as well. There's also filing a false police report, making false statements. And so there are a litany of charges that she will be potentially facing, including the cost of, on the civil side, the cost of the search and officers' overtime and their hours put in.
Well, let me ask you about that, because I'm presuming she doesn't have the kind of money that likely cost to do that. So then what happens?
What happens in those cases where there's a large tab, people will be put on payment plans. And I have said on my Facebook Live video, she may be paying $500 a month for forever to try to pay this restitution that the city's definitely going to add up and put on her. They may not give her the entire bill, but oftentimes what places will do and municipalities will do is they'll calculate it and say, you need to pay us 20% of what we put into this because you wasted our time and you knew you were in the area, you knew you were wasting our time, and let us continue.
Any sense of why her lawyer seemed so upbeat after his meeting with police today?
In criminal defense law, you have to be upbeat. Fortunately for them, no one's dead, right. No one's seriously injured, and it's a case about a really, really dumb lie, but they kept the lie going for a week, which was absolutely ridiculous. If they came clean on Monday of last week, we may not be talking about this right now because interest would have died down. Yeah. But her parents dug in, told the lie on national TV, kept the lie going until this week, which 7 days is a long time for police resources to be working on a case and knowing everyone involved knows it's a lie and they don't want to end it.
Eric Guster, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.